And if you come here in summertime, you must try going to the rooftop and you can drink as much beer as you want. From here, you can see Godzilla.
This place was big slum, and in fact, many people came here for duck hunting.
After coming out of the turnstile at Shinjuku Station West exit, we walked through this long, wide indoor pathway while headed for Keio Plaza Hotel and came across lots of Tokyo 2021 Olympics posters. It was a Saturday, and as such, there were less people than usual because this side of Shinjuku Station is more of the administrative area where we can find Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building and Tokyo Metropolitan Assembly Hall.
And here are more clips of the Olympic posters. These are the Olympics and Paralympics mascots. Mirai to wa, based on Japanese words mirai, or future, and toa, or eternity. And someiti, derived from a popular cherry blossom variety, and echoes the English phrase, so mighty.
We're now on the way to Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, and halfway through is Keio Plaza Hotel, which is at my back right now. It is on the site of the Den Yodobashi Josujo, or a water treatment plant, which could have been demolished in order to develop the area that we see now. It was built in 1971, or Showa 46, and at that time, it was the very first tall building in the area. So you can imagine how small everything else was. Also, it was actually the tallest building in Japan at that time. And by the way, if you happen to be around Shinjuku, again, try to exit from the west exit, and you can find this area to be really relaxing, despite the fact that you're surrounded by huge skyscrapers. It even has waterfalls, as you can see.
So we are at Assembly Building, which is right in front of the Tokyo Metropolitan Office, and which is just across the Keio Plaza Hotel. Historically, it started from the eastern side, where we showed a lot of department stores, a lot of commercial, related buildings. But this area came last in terms of development. So those buildings are relatively new. Here we are at Tokyo Metropolitan Government Office, also known as Tocho. It's comprised of 2 towers and bridging structure. And Tower 1 is 243 meters high, and Tower 2 is 163 meters high. As far as I know, Tower 1 is the 3rd tallest building in Tokyo. The observation decks on the upper floor of the building is one of the best places for tourists to view the cityscape of Tokyo. The building was designed by the architect Kenzo Tange, where the appearance of the building is inspired by the shape of Gothic cathedral. Some of his design include One Raffles Place Tower and UOB Plaza in Singapore.
So we are literally just outside Shinjuku Station, and as you can see, there are many department stores and buildings around it, such as Odakyu and the one just behind me, which is Keio Department Store. It is the flagship department store of Keio, which is a chain of department stores all over Japan. Keio, by the way, is a railway company, but it has a couple of other businesses that it manages. This one has 11 floors, and there's a popular food hall on the 8th floor. And if you come here in summertime, you must try going to the rooftop, because it converts to a barbecue garden come beer hall. But now, because in early spring, I don't think we can have a chance to see it. But who knows? So first, because it's now 1:30, let's have lunch first. We really are hungry. Japanese restaurant, as you can see. And here, it's playing what, shamisen? Koto. Then you have the shoji there, which is Japanese paper. Okay, let's order.
あと、和御膳。
まずこちらお好きなものはお店選べてください。
天丼で。
天丼で。
はい。
こちらは中からお二つ天ぷらでかしこまりました。ありがとうございます。
以上です。
So we're now on the rooftop of Keio department store, and wow, we're glad to find that even in spring, the beer cum barbecue garden is open to the public. And I think what it is like bring your own food, but they provide the area for barbecue. And for the drinks, it's nomi hodai, or drink all you can. There's an area at the entrance wherein you pay about 1,650 yen and you can drink as much beer as you want. I wish we could try this someday. We are just a few minutes away on foot from Shinjuku's east exit, and behind me is a famous retail store in Japan which is called Don Quijote. It has a unique marketing approach wherein it stacks its goods from floor to ceiling, and that approach has been proven effective in Japan, especially after the bubble economy in the 90s. This is not the biggest or the first outlet in Japan, but it's still very popular, of course, because of its location, Shinjuku. When it started, the name wasn't Don Quijote. It was Just CO, or Just Company. And they were in wholesale. They only eventually moved into retail after that. From here, you can see Godzilla. Arrgh. So Godzilla, the gargantuan lizard, is actually on the top of Toho building, which is a cinema. Although actually, it's not the whole Godzilla itself. Instead, just the head and the right arm or right hand. At night, it is lit up and emits smoke as if depicting it has radioactive rays, just like in the movies. Hotel Gracery, which is that big tower. If you check in at that hotel on the 8th or 9th floor, you can actually have the chance to see Godzilla eye to eye.
If you are standing here, it's so obvious that the streets leading up to the station, it really goes up. And on the other hand, towards the Kabukicho, the slope is downward. And that is because this Kabukicho area is located on a low place actually. And that's the reason in history until Meiji period, this place was big swamp. And in fact, many people came here for duck hunting.
Our final stop was Golden Gai, also called the Sleepless Town. It's famous for its plethora of small bars where only about 5 to 8 customers can fit in. After sweeping through the 4 alleys twice, we decided to go to Barbuster, which is at the corner of one alley. The Tange, or bar supervisor, picked our interest as he was playing the guitar, but he's so camera shy and didn't want to be filmed. Of course, we enjoyed the chat, drinks, origami, and the Tange even played our YouTube clips about Shibuya. The bubbly Mama-san also dropped by to say hi. It was a great night and we hope to visit again sometime soon.